We're back.
Hey everybody, we're back. Just a short break as we arrived at Malfrexation Corporation. I'm here again with the tough Tomas as Peter, the Fiery Welfare as Simon, and the intergalactic angel Quinty as Diana. My good friend Hunson Dabadir the demon up on the screen. You can see his real face if I move him over. Does it work?
Hey, there it is.
There he is. And then I have to somehow, I think, right here.
Let me remove it.
It's there. It's there. You're good. No,
You got it. Yeah, I can adjust it on my side.
I kind of got it.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Incredible.
Nice. And then it moved. And then wait, no, my stream is delayed. Never mind.
Yeah, the stream is delayed.
You're good.
Awesome. So right before the break, we were in the demon realm. We've walked up along a sloped path into, it seems like the richer, higher echelon, a slightly richer, slightly higher echelon district. And we came to what looks like a small business on the roadside. And as you walk up, it says the name of the boss as the corporation, the Malfrexation Corporation. As you walk into this establishment, you see that there's kind of like a cuter looking demon. She's got violet hair and one horn poking up. Her skin is like a paler, like more normal color for a human. She looks at all of you and she's got like some like really like tasteful makeup on and like what do you call it? Not quite a pantsuit, but she's got like a blouse and a skirt, and seems to be like typing away at a computer. She goes, "Oh, Hunson, you're back, and you've brought some guests from a lower dimension.
Hello.
Are you? You're not holding a portal open, are you?" Oh yeah, but don't worry about it. Look, there's a good deal on the table with these fine folks. They're coming from a magical forest, and they have some monster parts, and there's potential for some other things. So I'm taking them to see the boss actually because I'm going to need his approval because it's a big deal. And he goes, "Oh, well, that's okay." And she immediately just, you see, like rolls over in a chair, picks up a phone. She goes, "Hey, boss, Hunson's here to see you. He's got a big deal." You hear like a on the phone. Okay, yeah, you can all head right on in. He's got some time now. That's great. Hunson's like, "No problem. All right, guys, look sharp. I'm looking at all of you."
In our like spider silk, like spider web clothes.
Very
sure.
simple clothing. Look sharp. And I think as he looks at all of you, though, I'm gonna need Quinn. You're going to roll me a speed roll, and we're gonna call this a difficulty 4. Basically to keep up
with my hiding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Could I aid by like kind of like bringing the attention to like something else, like kind of like pick up conversation with like the receptionist or something, to kind of like in a sense take a little bit of his attention away from Quinn?
Sure.
Freaking awesome.
I don't know.
So what do you ask the receptionist to take attention away? What's your what outrageous thing do you say?
No, we were. Hansen was being such a good host, but I forgot to mention to even ask. Malfrexation, the combination of which two groups were part of this?
Oh, honey, that's a big no-no in Demon Society. You can't just be asking. Oh, yeah, we're just Malfrexation Corporation now. It's, let bygones be good. But otherwise, there'd be wars nonstop, and one side trying to take over the other. It's a total. Hudson kind of distracted in that moment, so it'll be one step harder for him. So you're only trying to beat a 9 on that speed roll.
Oh, it's perfect. I got a 14.
On a
Thank
14, you beat it by 5. So you're maybe just swing your arm at the right moment, nonchalantly, and his eyes gloss over it.
Can it be that Maylene does the combination she did on her D-pad on mine? Like she grabs my hand and she,
As
Oh,
like
it's not
behind you or
possible.
something.
I
Yeah.
love that. We're doing that by
Yeah.
you have your arm behind you, and she just and you hear Mentor like noted. Now he knows what to do.
He's a spy.
Oh, it's perfect.
We're in. Incredible.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't mean any offense. It was just we were learning a bit about how these corporations came to be, and well, it seemed an interesting aspect of it.
Yeah, Hunson's like, hey, no, don't ask any. You gotta ask questions. You don't know anything about this. Look, just you're so polite. Keep that up, and I'm sure we're not gonna have any issues. We're very open to it here because we're used to dealing with the Earth a little bit. You know, it's not everybody knows what's the old ways anymore. I think maybe almost nobody knows the old ways. We don't get summoned to Earth too much at all.
Yes, you can say we're pretty fresh to this.
Yeah, I get a weird vibe from all of you, but it doesn't matter.
Well, it's pretty mutual, honestly. First other realmer that we've dealt with.
I like that. This is a straight shooter. All right, let's get back there. You can't keep Malfrexation waiting all day. And he goes in the back. Boss! And you kind of go down the hallway after him and come into a room.
He mentions the boss like from the end of the hallway.
Yeah, he's like speed walk. Boss! Hey! And you see him waddle forward into this room, and you follow him through this hallway. As you walk down the hallway, even though it takes you several more steps than it did Hunson. And whoever wants to here can roll me an intellect roll. You'll very quickly see, and it's like, think old-time noir detective film, door with Malfrexation printed on it. As it opens, there's some smoke in the air coming from what looks like a thick cigar on the desk. It looks like an office straight out of the 1960s. There's like a bottle of like what do you call it? The where you put whiskey in the containers there, like a glass container.
Decanter.
Oh yeah, decanter.
Decanter of whiskey on the table with 2 on the rocks, beautiful looking crystal glasses. He's got papers and stuff all over the place in here, shelves. You can see that there's even a window behind him with blinds. Old style blinds that are letting in slits of light that are hitting into the room at just like this strange angle that does not match the lighting outside at all. And the boss is kind of enveloped in a little bit of shadow, chair slightly turned away. But you can see that there's a hand that's playing with some just strange looking light energy. And as the hand plays with it, you see a face streak through the no sound. It just looks like a screaming human face, as he looks like that he's playing with is maybe some sort of a soul. What did you guys roll? Whoever looked?
I rolled a 16.
I got 17. We swapped this time.
16, 17. Tomas walks ahead, just like, that was weird.
Yeah, don't even roll.
There's some sort of magic here. But on a 16, 17, what you notice is that it's still in conjunction with technology. There's like a treadmill under like that on the floor here that was like moving a little bit away, so you had to walk a little bit more. And there's some sort of like magic here that you can't quite detect what it was, but you do catch the tech component. And you're like, oh, that's like a shitty magic trick.
Did Hunson just not step on the treadmill?
Like, actually.
Or it wasn't activated, maybe, or he knows how to get it. You know, there's something there that like, okay, it didn't work on him that's why he went to the office, just a moment
Okay.
first.
Okay.
So the box says, so you got a deal, huh? Oh, love to hear more about this from all of you. And he turns his chair to see all of you, and we're gonna see the boss demon.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
He's got souls in his stomach. Like, is that?
And as he turns around,
There.
any pretense at humanity is kind of lost.
Mhm.
Truly is a demon through and through, lost basically all of the visage. You can see a little bit of the similarity in terms of like the horns and the teeth a little bit, but there's all of these souls trying to escape his body, and they're kind of like push out and then come back in. And he's not so concerned about them. It seems very normal. It seems normal for Hudson as well. And Tomas, you catch a little envy, and it's coming from Hudson, and you see his eyes dart. Can you roll me a little? We'll say it's I'll take speed or intellect. You choose.
Okay. Can I use intellect and add an asset because I have my empathy magic? Yep.
Well, I'll say the empathy magic is what's letting you catch this in the first place.
That's a natural 20, boys.
Hey, on a
Let's
natural.
go.
My
All
face
right, we're gonna give you a
turns
little.
into
Give you a
demon.
little. So on a success on the roll, you know that the envy. He's looking at this soul that his boss is holding, and this represents some sort of power or something new that his boss has that he really wants. Like this is something that would help him. On that natural 20, you get a little bit of the soul's emotion. And you can feel the suffering and despair a little bit from this thing, and you get a flash of a bargain broken. That is the soul of a demon who has crossed malfrexation, who has, I think, like the glimpse that you get is like a contract signed in blood, and then one of the like stipulations in the contract kind of like glows a fiery red for a moment, and then you see the soul kind of just like in despair here, and it's seeping away. And as all of you are watching as he plays with the soul and looks at you, you can see it slowly, and like literally one of his veins is bulging as the soul goes into it, and it slowly disappears. And then that emotion more.
Yeah, does that emotional feeling disappear as the soul disappears?
It just like fades from existence. Basically, you kind of witness someone's death.
Right.
Soul death.
Yeah, I think there's like maybe like even a brief second where like the face on my forehead kind of mimics that like pained expression of the soul, and then it just kind of like goes back to sleep as soon as the soul disappears. And I'm just like kind of clutching the spear that's wrapped in my hand, and then as the feeling dissipates, I like lessen my grip and I'm just kind of like shaken out of it. Like, what the heck?
The boss looks at you. You see as you come out of it, he's locked eyes with you, Tomas. Are you one of us? Is that a soul in your head?
No, it is me.
You would wear the core of yourself out in the open. And he lifts a hand, and you I think tense as he lifts that hand. If he touched you, you feel like he would be able maybe to touch your soul. You feel like that magnetism. He says, just a few feet away. He lowers his hand. Tomas, you know that this creature's so dangerous.
Stop looking at me like that.
And he's not meaning like everything in his body language right now is very relaxed, and he's not meaning to be dangerous, but you can feel that like this is like if this was a beast in the forest that you would have to be on high alert and like
I'm like almost in hunt mode, but like because everyone else is kind of just standing around here, I'm just like really rock solid, like really tense standing here, like As long as he doesn't get any closer, I'll be okay.
Yeah, and you can see he's like lounged back in his
Mhm.
chair, reaches onto his desk, takes one of those tumbler glasses, pours himself just a good bit of whiskey, swirls it. So, what do you have to deal that Hudson brought you in person? I had but a moment to speak with him, and it sounds like, well, we both have something to offer, I think. And I'm happy to do business where we can both win. He picks up his cigar.
To the two others and be like, kind of like just asking with my eyes, like, does anyone want to take the lead here? Or
You got this, but pretty much dragon parts. I got dragon parts.
some, I guess, Wiln will kind of be like, okay, and then turn to the boss demon and be like, Wiln, Mr.
Malfixation.
Fixation. We've had excellent service from Hudson here. However, our latest acquirement was some pieces of a creature from our world that appears to have a rather higher concentration of magic in its parts. We have some scales, claws, teeth, and a little bit of organ to offer.
What kind of creature was it? There's lots of them back on the old mother world.
Well, if you are familiar with the lower realm from which we have come from, they dubbed it a dragon, a drake. I forget which one it was. If it was a drake or a dragon.
I think they called it like a landworm,
Okay, landworm. So like
kind of interchangeable.
From it's a forest landworm.
When you say lower realm, no need to spare our feelings. We are, after all, colloquially known as underworlders. And if you didn't know,
No, I feel like I heard our realm be referred to as the lower realm. So I thought that was what we were referring to as.
Really? By who?
One of people outside that was working the gates. I unfortunately don't know all their names, but
yeah, I didn't say anything about lower realms.
I thought I heard someone say like, "Oh yeah, the dealings with the lower realms."
Yeah, I thought I heard something like that too, but
Anyways, it's not a big deal.
Maybe they were talking about some of the other underworlder dimensions, some of the other pockets.
My mistake.
Especially if it was those damned ones. Let me make sure I say this right because it's been a while. I hate those damn Mogwai.
Are they also an issue for you?
Have they been bothering you on
We've had some
Earthrealm?
encounters.
yes.
Indeed.
They're a little more annoying. Don't follow any rules, you see. Not like us.
No, they don't.
The aliens are, well, we're quite taken with contracts and rules. Keeps things civil. Keeps things predictable. You know what you're going to get. But I think the Mogwai deal in ultimatums, single contracts above all else. Oftentimes, when deals are made with them, the deal of the moment is more important. can easily break the other rules, at least in their culture.
Good to know.
Well, all that was for free. I'm very interested in this landworm's parts. It's been a long time since, well, this little piece of hell has seen pieces of a dragon. And all of you can like feel the greed when he says that. He definitely wants this.
Hmm.
Even Hudson kind of like licks his lip a little.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what can we get for you?
Well, pretty sure we spoke to Hansen briefly about some options, but seemed like there was need for higher authorization. So, what is this worth to you?
Quite a bit. I think I'm going to be very straightforward and honest about that. You can even semi-regularly provide parts of that level. That'll increase the status of malfixation. It'll increase the number of other companies, corporations, divisions. Even potentially we could deal with the army. And Hudson kind of looks up at him at that. We could deal with some of the royal houses. Minorly profitable for us.
As you are being so honest, I do want to be honest in turn. This, for the moment, is merely a one-time deal, as we cannot guarantee continual, regular production or supply of this kind, of this magnitude.
What can you guarantee that would be regular?
For now, nothing. Except potentially our desire to keep open relations, just in case anything does cross our laps that might interest you.
So Hudson looks a little panicked all of a sudden. He goes, well, there was talk of maybe some crops or something. You had some extra that.
We did have extra crops. However, that was something that we were not sure as to how, well, relative to this, it might not be as enticing for you, and we didn't want to get your hopes up. For something that we cannot provide, and we do not want to breach any sort of contract.
He nods. No problem at all. I think I'd rather that you're straightforward. I'll tell you this. For the big deal, for dragon parts, we can cut some back and forth here, some recompense. And if you're willing, I'd like you to throw in a promise. Maybe to deal with us once a year, and we can barter back and forth for some of these extras that you have, if any, at a good rate that will lock in as part of this deal.
This barter that you propose, while we are open to it, I wish to add the condition that should there be nothing of interest to either party, that we allow no deal to be made that year. On the off chance there's a bad year for either one of us, or we just need to keep whatever we have procured to ourselves, for whatever reason there may be, as the future is, as you say, quite unpredictable.
Go ahead and roll me that intellect persuasion.
Okay. I am again because I'm trying to strategize, and I'm like intensely concentrating on like this like conversation. Can I use those as assets, or at least one of them?
What are the particular assets?
Literally, it's concentration and focus, like slash focus, and strategy are like the two skills that I have.
Man. I mean, I'll let you have one. So you're focused on this. I think for strategy, it's really preparation for something.
Okay.
But I think focus is if you're putting all your energy into one thing. So
Okay, so it's not quite a natural 20, but it's a 19.
Yo.
19 is very good.
Nice.
The boss takes another swig of his whiskey from the glass and puts it down. Puts the cigar down, and he starts looking through some papers. I'm amenable to this. I think it's worth it for us right now to secure a deal for these parts. And I think the opportunity, at least to talk, is worthwhile. I've been pleased to speak with all of you. And dare I say, do not take this wrong, but I can feel the magic coming from your very beings. It's different, powerful.
And we've noticed the magic that you have displayed and have put to use in your own realm. And that as well is quite interesting.
Well, and let this mutual interest be beneficial to us both going forward. Now, in terms of needing my input for the bargain for these parts, we'll take all of them, hold nothing back. I'm willing to barter many different assets. What is it that you're looking for that could be of interest to you? I have, for the most part, we deal in a lot of quantities of magical weapons, which I think Hudson has already traded in brokering part of this deal, I've been informed. No small feat to get ones that are reliable in our realm. And on top of this, I would add, we have larger artifacts that are more utile and less warlike. I think Hansen mentioned that perhaps there was a need for transportation or shelter of different sorts.
That was something which we were in the market for. Depending on what you have available as an option.
Well, there's a few things that we have that I can personally approve. One of them would be transportation, purest form, over land, over water.
It would do both, you mean, or just you have transportation for each?
We would do both.
Right. And this transport, is it something that can transport multiple people, a large capacity? What are the specifications?
Comfortably fit, probably about 20 humanoids of your size in there.
as well as cargo of some sort? Or...
Less if you're going to transport goods, but you only need one to crew this machine. It is, in the old times, I think we often called them boats, but adapted now. It has legs.
It's like a frog bus.
What?
He'll like go through his papers and he like turns something towards you, and it looks like a normal enough kind of like modern day type of like pontoon, but on the pontoon there seems to be some sort of mechanical component that look like spider legs that are like curled up and like folded on the side. So on ground, they'll all
open
come
up.
down and it can like
Okay.
scuttle.
All right.
It fits in.
That is interesting. We were also potentially looking for some sort of mobile housing unit
/ shelter.
Oh,
/ shelter. Yes.
now that's valuable. Little pocket dimension, all for your own. That doesn't require, I would guess, any external source of power. Something that can sustain itself even when you are not paying attention to it, focusing on it.
Well, I mean, that is certainly one option, but I wasn't sure if there was something potentially a bit less magical, more mechanical, in the sense that it creates a shelter and then can be taken apart and stowed.
He taps his fingers on his desk. I'd be willing to give you something quite nice. Would you like to take a look?
If you wouldn't mind, Hansen has seen the materials that we do have to offer. So if you do not mind us taking a look at what you have to trade in return, that would be appreciated.
He pushes back from his desk and stands up. And you can see that he's very tall, about 8 feet. And as he stands, the room gets a little taller to accommodate his height. The soul's royal. You hear faint, like a gasp, a breath, maybe a scream, but so far away, it's so faint. And that white light of a soul comes back to his hand. And he reaches to his desk and pulls open a drawer. The desk kind of like rumbles a little bit as he does this. You can feel that he's using some magic here. He's opening some protected part. And as he goes in there and reaches in, he'll take out what looks like a key card to like a hotel. He turns towards where the window is, slightly to the left of it in the back of the room. Feels along the wall, and then all of a sudden just makes a slit with his claws, and you hear it as it bites into the metal of the building, and he inserts the card into that scratch. And as he removes it, you hear the click of like a hotel door mechanical lock. And out of the wall, like through water or through like haze, the heat haze in the desert, a handle appears. And he'll simply open the handle. And as he does and pulls, the rest of the door materializes. And looking inside, you see what looks like a motel room. There's 2 beds. They're both doubles. There's a little kind of like ironing board set up where it's like up on the wall. You can see that there's a small kitchenette here with a kettle. And there's like a little mini fridge. There's some snacks. And again, a window with blinds with another worldly light shining in at just the right angle.
Is there a bathroom?
And there's a bathroom. Yeah. I mean, so you can all you start to walk in, you follow him inside. Or I think actually he'll stand over and gesture for you to go in. And as you walk inside, you can see there's another like small, not a door, but like a curtain. And behind that curtain is like a bathroom.
Okay. Shower, bath, toilet.
It would be like, yeah, like a very small bathtub with the shower, with a shower curtain, with, you know, a toilet there as well. And a sink.
Okay.
He says there's no running water. That's not included in these types of spaces usually, but this one is quite nice.
That it is. I'm going to turn around to Quinn and the others and kind of be like, if you don't mind if we confer.
Yeah.
Please go ahead. But I'll warn you with this one. Never open the window.
Thank you for the warning.
Can we get maybe a little bit more details on what happens if the window gets open?
He like leans in real close to you.
Oh.
And he says, "You die."
Oh. No, then.
And he'll close the door. And as soon as he closes the door, you hear it latch, and the handle even like fades out of his grasp. And you can see like that slit on the wall that was broken. He like looks at it for a second and then just goes to the desk and picks up his phone. He goes, "Yeah, Lucy, I needed the wall fixed. Yeah, get the little. Thank you."
Each time he uses it.
Making him demonstrate. Looks so strange.
I did hope he was gonna keep it because I kind of wanted George to praise a little bit, but I guess it's too late. All right.
George is just like,
What
he's
just
like
happened?
frozen in fear,
Yeah.
like in the presence of this demon.
Well, that's fair. That's yeah.
How's Ozzy holding up?
Ozzy looks a little defensive, a little out of his element. You can see that he's particularly interested in the phone, because it's kind of like physical. Like it seems like, is that magic? Is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can see he's looking at a lot of the other objects in this room. Notably on the desk, there's like a pen, and you can see his mind like, oh, how would we make that with what we have?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let him cook with that. And I'm gonna turn to Quinn and Tomas and kind of like, I guess we'll back up a little bit. Like I don't know, like what they give us space for our like little conference in private there, but
Yeah, we can back up a little bit.
He puts the key card on his desk. Says, "I'll leave you here for a minute," and walks through the hall up to the front. And you hear him talking to Lucy. Yeah, just a small scratch. I used a key card artifact to demonstrate. And she's like, "Oh, really, boss? You had to make a scratch in the wall? You can bring them to another room." The theater of it all. Come on. Lucy. Hudson says, "Yeah, we'll just leave you here for a minute." And he closes the door so you guys have a little bit of privacy.
much appreciated.
Is Hudson still here?
No, he closed the door. You can see he's like there's like that window. It's like that opaque glass. So like Hunson's like right outside.
Okay.
But he just closed the door and left here.
Right.
So I'm still gonna kind of Wilton is still gonna kind of pitch his voice down a little and like low to speak in hushed tones. So what do you guys think? Is that enough for your whatever you need with Mentor, Quinn? Or should we go for the transportation, or potentially even just some sort of materials they can offer us to develop further?
I think there's only one way to find out, and is to get the house and try it. It's the closest
there's
shop
not-
we have.
Quite a house, from what I see, right? It seems to be some sort of, as I said, pocket dimension that leads to that room. And outside that room is, well, death.
Yeah, if you open the window.
I don't really see what's so great about it.
I mean, that's kind of my point as well. Yes, it's somewhere to always sleep, potentially also somewhere
It would
that's
provide safety.
safe.
That's
But at the end of the day, we don't know what we might exit out into when we exit, whenever we do use it, right?
I'm sure that the boat will have more versatility, even if it's a small
Well,
boat.
it's more just that's also lets us leave the island, lets us move throughout the island a bit quicker. Or we can just ask for metals and glass and the materials they have here to potentially use to further develop what we have going on in our settlement. Again, I don't want to take the decision by myself. I'd like your inputs as well.
I'm sure that the boat would provide us with more trading opportunities than the ones we have. And also, I kind of want to see what the world is like outside of this island.
I agree. I too would like to leave.
Now, I do believe the boat is most likely...
A rickety boat?
Well, we haven't seen it. We've seen the sketch of it. But I don't think it's as valuable to them as this pocket dimension.
I think we can
may
get
be able to get
more with it.
other things with the boat, potentially.
Maybe multiple boats.
I don't think that.
More
That
weapons.
might
Okay,
be a bit too much.
papers and pens. That would
50
be
more
a great-
swords.
Well, that's what I want to ask.
That's
Do you
true.
think that resources or weapons are more important? Like, what if we would have the option of getting something with the boat vehicle?
Well,
What would you think is the most pressing?
if I may, I think that we have weapons now, and if we are to fight the voidlings, perhaps we should ask for some armor.
That's true. Wait, wasn't that what we came here for?
We already have the weapons.
No, for the armor. For
Oh.
magical armor. I'm pretty sure.
That was mentioned at one point.
Yeah.
So you do the remembering, Quinn.
Malin will come in. I like the room. If we're to explore the outside world, at least it's a safe place at night. We don't know what we'll encounter off the island. Ozzy's like, I'll take the boat. If we can figure out how that works, then we can make another one. Maybe not now, but later.
That's kind of also what I was thinking as well. There's something tangible to work with and to recreate. Whereas the pocket dimension, yes, it's incredibly useful and gives us safe haven for wherever we are, but recreating that would take quite a feat of, well, magic at this point, and I don't think we're quite there at all.
My real question for the room's usefulness is depending on how many people we can keep safe in there.
Well, I mean,
Rooms.
however many can fit there, technically.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily be sleeping there, but 2 double beds, space around each bed, the curtain bathroom, so we can fit at least 10 people in the room.
Mm.
George is, I sleep in the bathroom, no problem.
Exactly.
Thank you, George.
But, yes, so, well, I would like to make this decision as a group, and
Hmm.
what seems to be the most useful for our current situation.
Seems like we're all in favor of the boat, at least.
Yeah, I wish we could get both.
And we have Bart. He can teach us how to sail.
True, but he did also say that this device only needed one person to crew it.
Ozzy strokes his facial hair. He goes, well, what if we got the room and the plan for the boat?
We would still not have the metals or the mechanisms to build the boat.
But
We
we
can
could
trade the
train
herbs.
for part by part.
True, but that might take a while. I don't know when.
Are we in a hurry to? I mean, we
I
have
don't know.
lots to do at home.
And if somehow Mentor decides that this pocket dimension is good enough for a home,
Well, can you not ask him?
You guys already completed the build a home thing.
we did.
Okay, so
Hey,
with the forge, that was enough.
We're at level 1 now, right?
Yeah. You guys
Oh, I
was living
forgot.
there. You unlocked the Paraganum Crystallis lattice network, which allows you to quantum entangle crystals or like precious gems with a crystal lattice network. So you have long range communications now.
So
yeah.
was there like a next step that we need to unlock for Mentor?
It was the next step. Ba. Hold on. Yes, you got a signal to the west, which I forget if Quinn told you guys. And you got long range comms.
And this signal to
now
the west was potentially off island.
it was definitely off island. And then the other one was the new clue is harvest, ply the land.
Mm.
Wait, do I have that written? Oh, yeah. Ply the land.
Okay.
I completely forgot about that.
So,
So both then, I guess pocket dimension, it's fine. We could survive without it.
So, I mean, what do we really need it for? We can just rough it.
we have gotten quite used to
That's
living outdoors.
we get the boat and a plan to make more boats. How about that?
Well, with
Or
the
if
boat
we have a
itself,
boat.
we might
That's true.
know how it works.
That's
Ozzy,
true.
do you think that with just the boat itself, we'd be able to recreate it, or do we definitely need the plans?
I mean, the plans would be helpful. I'm sure we could try and figure it out. I think the magic stuff's the stuff we can't recreate. So
For sure.
that's my big thing right now is I think we can make anything if we put our minds to it. George is like, I agree. There's no way I'm doing any of this demon magic bullshit. Not
That's
happening.
fair.
We got
That's fair.
fairy
No,
magic
that's fair.
bullshit back at home, growing wood and stuff, making houses.
So then that begs the question: what is more valuable to you all? The plans or as Tomas said, armor or resources, or anything else that you may think of.
I guess raw material like metals and paper. Well, that's not raw, but things that we can use in a lot of situations. I do want the school to, we were doing a lot of scholar stuff on my side, so come with use. Books, anything about this world at the current time. Unless we're lacking a lot of information.
You get a little knock at the door, and Hudson opens it. Hey, have you guys talked? Do you need more time, or?
Can turn to the rest of you. Sorry.
Another minute.
No.
Sorry, it's just I want to be sure that we're not, fleecing you on this deal.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Close the door.
So, boat and
Both and
Right, Quinn. What is your option?
I already said.
yes, the
We'll go around.
papers and the
Now that we've all heard what
pens.
we want, we can each decide and
And I guess
Well,
maybe
that's-
crystals. You know what? I'm asking for crystals. Can we
to
easily
implement
procure?
the lattice.
Yes.
Right.
The precious gems. Sorry.
Yeah,
Precious
the
gems.
communication. There you go. Precious gems. Yes.
How precious do they need to be? Like, we're not asking for like giant diamonds or anything. Like,
I believe I said like any precious gems last time. So like sapphires, rubies, emeralds, diamonds.
well, it's like the lowest.
yeah, those are all like pretty.
I mean, diamond is
Pretty.
high, no?
We don't want high. We want to get as many as possible. That
Yeah. Rubies.
So we don't want anything high. We want some like low tier stuff that we can use.
Well, I'll say this, which is, I mean, actually, maybe you guys don't know. You guys want to roll me an intellect? Just roll.
Sure.
Yeah,
whoever
we'll
wants
do
to.
it.
To do that.
18.
18, yeah.
Oh,
It's
18
easy.
also.
Dang, you guys gotta roll.
2 18s. You guys think about like precious gems and like diamonds not that hard to get. It's actually quite abundant.
Mm.
Have we seen?
You haven't seen any. Like it's still hard enough to find. You still have to go on the earth. But like in terms of minerals on the earth, and I think Quinn knows this even more because Seraph Station was like scanning the planet and keeping an eye on stuff. Like in terms of raw minerals, there's more diamond than anything else. Like on the planet physically. So like, you know, human trade systems very highly valued diamond. It's not that valuable as a resource potentially now.
Mm.
Like that's something to consider.
Okay, well we can
Like,
always
you guys-
find.
I mean,
Sorry,
it's
I was gonna
still,
say like you don't know what's
easy.
common here. Like what's rare here, what's common here should be
That's
different.
it. We can just barter for whichever is the cheapest, but still a precious enough stone.
But if we're saying that it's easily, it's readily like possible to be found in our own realm, is it worth trying to barter for it here?
Mm.
We wouldn't have to do the work.
No, we wouldn't. But
And we can always ask for different things. I don't think we're set in stone that this is the only thing.
well,
we're
then how
gonna
many
trade
crystals
up.
would you want to start off with?
Enough that maybe 10% of, no, 5% of the population, I don't know, like a small percentage can use it. So we have telecommunicators in each
Oh.
area.
10% is we each have 500. That's 1,500, so it's 150. 150 gems.
That's not too many. Do we not just need one for each of our tribes?
Just one,
Well, then one person would be carrying it in each tribe.
I guess.
I mean,
Maybe an
says,
extra for the Fae.
likely we'll need our scouts to be able to communicate when they're going around so that they don't lose track of what's going on.
That's it.
Could be very helpful to communicate between departments and things. I see a lot of uses for it. what's our goal right now? As far as I know, the goal was let's build up at home. Like, forget the boat. Like, we're not even going anywhere. Do we even need either of these things?
Well, if Quinn would like to investigate that point off to the west, that's off island, we would.
And just
But-
to see the world, because again, we are in the dark.
Before that, then resources would be.
Hudson kind of opens the
Oh.
door. Hey, you guys are all talking to my boss's office. Are you done yet?
I'm stressed out.
But yeah, oh, like above to it really like just above to it seems like it's resources seems to be the most important that we need for development, and potentially the boat as well.
Anton, come here and help us make a decision.
Yeah.
Sure. Sorry, boss. They just need I'm going to confer with them for a second, give them some details. Close the door. All right. What's happening, guys? What do we got?
Well, we were wondering what kind of resources you might have available to trade, because, well, cards on the table. We are more interested in the boat rather than the pocket dimension, and
What? You guys want the boat?
Are you so shocked?
it fits our needs a bit more than the dimension.
Unless you can make that dimension be a mansion, it's not really
Guys,
that useful to us.
sometimes malfixation, he doesn't realize what's going on, all right? I've been to Earth. You got trees. We don't have trees here. You can just build boats, as many boats as you want.
Well, then we'll take the plans for the boat.
Do you have plans
Sure,
for boats?
I mean, I could throw it in. I could try and get you guys a good deal of. I think. Look, you want resources? We got tons of bloodstone here. We got tons of all kinds of just regular rock. We got lots of. It's called black iron. It's kind of old. It's really good for keeping enchantments on it. I think we're really good with that kind of stuff. We can offload some chaos magic. It's good for powering stuff. That stuff's not, you could trade resources for that. He doesn't offer up big magic every day. That's good stuff. I'd say that's not usually on the table. I think he really likes you guys. Anybody can roll me like an insight check on
I'm
Hunt's
so
thinking.
curious. Oh, this time I didn't roll good. I got cuatro, my board game.
At 4 plus 10.
Oh, I
Oh,
got 14.
14.
I got a 12.
yes.
The boss outside.
I mean, it makes sense. You're the most empathetic
Whining
one.
outside the
But at
door.
the same point, I just,
Sorry, highest was 14.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
But 14, Hudson, as far as you can tell, Hudson thinks he's giving you guys a good deal.
Okay.
Yeah, no, but it is a good deal. It's just like,
To them.
Yeah.
If it does, it's like.
Oh, but what if we can trade it back for something better at some point?
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys,
Uh-oh. Puppy too loud.
Your boss keeps whining.
That's the mechanical imps like come up and they're all talking in the other room. One of them's barking like a dog.
I really don't think they would trade back something that we took from.
You never know.
Traded with someone else.
Hudson's like, yeah, we could trade back and forth artifact. I mean, something that valuable is good. If you want different magic, we could trade other magic. I don't know if you noticed, but it's portals. Gotta go
Portal.
somewhere. Could portal you there. We'll
We
give you
operate
a
as
number
portal.
of trips. Like a travel agency. Huh?
Be honest, besides the window in the portal dimension, is there something else we should know about it that's
Or what,
more
the
troublesome than we expect?
pocket
And with-
dimension?
Yes.
Don't put a pocket dimension inside of another pocket dimension. Oof. No good. No good. You think opening the window's bad? End up in the astral sea. See what happens then.
Okay. All right.
It's one thing to be dead.
Looking to-
It's another thing to be turned inside out and have to live the rest of your life that way.
Oh, you used to be alive at that point. Oh, fantastic.
I don't think I want to experience that. I think I'm good.
All right. Well, is that in the end? You just go for the big magic item and hope for the best afterwards.
Okay, pocket dimension, boat design, resources.
Yeah, I don't want to push you guys towards this. I haven't seen him ever put a deal. I brought you for the big deal. This is good. This is good. And then you and me, we're gonna do more business, and I can cut you in supplies, whatever. You want a boat? I'll get you a boat at some point. We could do something. You have other creatures you could hunt. You have something else?
We do.
Lovely.
Good.
There's always something.
Yeah. Because you could put the pocket dimension on the boat after.
Sure, we can use it as storage and open it wherever.
That's true.
Oh, actually, that's pretty good. I didn't even think of that.
We could put some of my most important items in there.
Yeah, there's no weight limit.
Well,
And
we
what-
appreciate your candor. Thank you, Hudson.
What do you get out of
It's
this?
face for the
deal?
boss too. He offers you something really good, and you go, "Nah, we don't want it."
Well, look, it's not that we don't want it. It's just
I know, I get it. Look,
we were considering other venues.
hey, you guys wrap up. I'm gonna go tell them that we're gonna burn.
No, you're right. We're good.
All right.
He goes, opens the door, leaves it open this time, and talks in the other room. All right, come out here, guys.
Oh, out of the office.
Yeah.
Oh, we're leaving.
All right.
You guys go out into the hallway, back towards that the antechamber. You see like two like little scruffy little imps. Like these ones different from the others. So like hairy. They have like bandoliers with some tools and stuff on them, and you can see one of them has like just like a blob. It looks like a partially melted piece of the black iron, and it's going like and goes down the hallway. You see like spits on it. And his spit's like a little fiery, and it melts a little bit. It's almost like putty. They're gonna go fix the back wall.
Okay.
The boss is all right. So you've thought about the offer. Is there anything else we can do? Something different, not to your liking, or
No,
otherwise?
we have, and we appreciate the time that you permitted us to discuss. Yeah, so while you all have very lovely options, the room is quite interesting. And I know that you were also interested in some of the more magical crops we have of we grow. So yes, I believe that the room would quite fit our needs. And I don't know if you might be able to throw in the plans, that boat that you were mentioning.
Go ahead and roll me an intellect roll to persuade the boss to sweeten the deal.
Oh, 18.
Nice.
18. He reaches out a hand, says, I think it sounds like we have a pretty good deal.
All right. And I'll put out my hand and say, for this deal, and well, see what deals are made to come in the future.
To the future. And he very delicately, you can see he takes your hand and
Yeah, 8 foot tall giant demon. My little hand.
He points you to Lucy. I'm going to go supervise those imps in my office. But should you need anything, please speak with Hudson, and Lucy will prepare the paperwork. And she's just making a contract, you can see, and basically it's just putting out the terms of the deal.
Okay. I guess I'll outline the exact quantity of stuff that we have. So that's kind of like
you mark
precise
down.
and
So you start filling that in on like another piece of paper of like, this is what we're offering. The demons put down what they're offering. And basically you see it's like the key card, pocket dimension, motel room number 1409. And then also plans to like schematics for a amphibious boat, and
amphibious land vehicle.
Yeah, and yearly check-in meeting included.
Nice.
All right. I want to very, very assiduously like check the contract for any minutia, like any like subscriptor.
Good.
You take a look. It is so straightforward. They're like,
Okay.
it is the opposite of like a terms and conditions thing, where it's just like, we have agreed to trade. The trade terms are listed below. It's this sheet versus what is on this sheet, and you take a look, and it's literally like she wrote it in front of you. She just showed you what the two pieces of paper were. She does a thing where she like has like a small green glowing light thing that she like passes it over, and she like shows it to you and it does this, and then takes the other one and like does this. And she's like, all right.
Forgive my ignorance. I assume that's to show there's no magic on the item, on the parchment.
Yeah, exactly. That's just a revealing stone, so that you can just see that these are, plain pieces of magical parchment, in terms of that the deal once struck. Exactly. There's no extra enchantments on here. Basically, standard contractual. Be careful if you're going to ink any deals in the lower markets and things like that, if you're putting it down on paper. Because often what can happen, and she shows you, she like goes in the trash and like takes something out, and it's like, it looks like a flyer or something that was like passed in, and it says like, write your phone number, or like write your address, and we'll deliver something to you. And she like passes the stone over it, and you can see that there's like these hidden runes and stuff. And she has like nice manicured nails, and she like peels the paper open, and you can see like on the inside of the flyer, like between two pieces of pressed paper, there was a bunch of hidden terms and conditions where if you give them your address, it's like after so much amount of time has passed, they own it, and like a bunch of stupid shit. And she's like, these types of scams are common, amongst sordid sorts.
No, I honestly, this has been a fantastic first dealing with. Let me just quickly read that name again. Malfrexation, and quite pleased.
I'm very glad
professional.
you are. Yeah, so there's a reason we've gotten to where we are today, up here on the second level. Hansen's been doing a great job. I mean, he's not been given a great... and just as she's kind of like, praising Hansen a little bit, the door bursts open, and you see a demon comes in wearing slick sunglasses, blonde, spiky hair. He's got two little horns here. And unlike Hansen, who's got like that red mottled demon face, he has a much more humanoid face, regular like mustache and beard goatee thing going on, blonde hair for that. He's wearing a suit, no tie, open here, little gold chain. He's got a little gold bracelet on, and chain here, and his like suit jacket's like basically like over his shoulder as he comes in. Hey, how we doing, Malfrexation Corporation? Oh, we got some clients here. How you guys doing today? Nice to meet you. Bosno.
Hello, Bosno. Nice to meet you.
And who's this little lady? And he takes Maylin's hand and kisses it. So sweet. She goes, pleasure.
Hmm.
Don't be like that. Come on. Hey, where's the boss? He's in the back in the room. She's like, yeah, back there, Bosno. All right, I got a new deal. Check this out. All right, we're going to be trading. Whoa, clients here. Can't be giving away the trade secrets. You almost got me. All right. And he walks in the back and closes the door, and you hear him start just a conversation in the background.
Can we basically hear from there?
Hey, boss!
Here, Bosno, come on, boss, it's a good deal. And you just hear like something quiet, and he's like, "No, of course not."
I look at Hansen. Is he always like that?
He's always like that, but he's got a more busy district. He's dealing in Earthrealm, but over on the side. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but they're kind of like a seafaring nation now. A lot of pirates there.
That makes sense. All right. Well, this seems all in order. If we go back to the gate, we can pass through the our side of the deal. The key card, kind of left it back on the desk in the office. The plans too.
Lucy's like, "Oh, I'll go get it." She gets up and kind of goes back to in the back. Hudson's like, "All right, well, good stuff. Do you guys need me to send some of the imps to go collect the materials, or did you want to?"
Well, how do you want us to just like toss it through? Like how?
No, we're not going to do that. The imps are
Exactly. Like how do you want? How do you generally tend to ferry items back and forth?
I'll get some a couple of guards in. So how about I'll meet you at the docks in maybe 20 minutes. Give you guys a little bit of time if you want to, look around or go right there. It's up to you. I'll go get the extra security, and then we'll just wait on your side of the portal very shortly for you to accumulate the stuff.
All right.
Yeah. So Lucy comes back out. She has the paper. She gives you the schematics for the ship and the key card. And you can see written on the key card, just like on the contract, room 1409.
I look at Georgie and I'm like, I'm sorry for not having allowed you to go explore the market earlier. So you may go ahead
Actually,
now.
I prefer it this way. It's kind of
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, this is something that even if I told you, I don't think you would have believed me any of this.
Well, imagine I'd put my address down.
Mm-hmm.
I would have written like Fay Wood, and then what? They would have owned the whole wood.
Oh.
But I don't even own the wood, so would that have worked? I don't know.
Yeah, curious.
How about if we do go and check that out, we don't agree to anything and we don't sign anything. We don't write on anything. We just observe.
Right.
He goes in the trash and he takes that pamphlet and he like starts reading it and like looking at the runes and stuff that were like revealed.
Yes, runes can be observed, but don't write anything on it.
Absolutely not.
Before we like head out and like go our separate ways from Hudson, I do want to kind of like put my hand on his shoulder and just kind of like speak softly to him and go, Hudson, what happens if the deal, if the trade does not go through?
You break the contract. If either side breaks the contract, they are granted, in this case, because it's very simple, a boon of the other party, and it's a forced boon, so you must accomplish it. Like for the contract that you guys have to sign, it requires multiple signatures on your part, so the progenitors at least.
Otto isn't here. Do we need to get his signature somehow? Or?
No, just the three of you who are present. I mean, they don't really know Otto. It's like
because he met Otto, right? Like initially,
Hansen did, but he's not here, so Hansen's just like three of you that are the leaders that are present at the sign. But you would be required to do a favor for Malfrexation Corporation, and the favor can be no more in value than what is being provided here. So it can't be make us rule the demon world, the Hellion world, for example. And likewise for us, you can't say help us rule Earth. Like we would provide a comparable service, but forced.
All right.
I see.
Well,
Yeah. He like squints. He's like, that soul thing, that contract that was broken. That's big stuff, big money. Is the head of another corporation.
Oh, very big.
If the more complex it is, the more complex the complication can be.
Well, as long as that can't happen to us, with a nice sign.
Those revealing stones are quite interesting. Are they common here?
Sorry, is what common?
The revealing stones that Lucy used on the contract.
Well, we have that here, but there's other offices and things who have something similar. The higher up you go on the echelon, sometimes it is required to create everything from scratch within the presence of each other. So deals
But,
can take a long time.
I just meant like, I guess objects in which to reveal the true nature of something. I suppose is what the reveal stone was doing. Is it something that's a magical implement to the stone, or is it a natural aspect, ability of the stone itself?
That's imbued. There's an enchanters guild, and we've purchased that from them. And it's not the true nature of things. Simply, that is a revealing stone that reveals purposely hidden magics. Basically, kind of like a scrying spell, really.
Interesting. Good to know. Fascinating. I'll write my name. Yeah.
I mean, in a future deal, we could definitely work out if you needed something like that of your own. We could procure. These are, they're office supplies for us, but I realize that you guys don't have access to
Yes.
these
Well,
things.
the enchantments are very. I guess it's in a whole language in and of itself.
Yes, of course. I mean, there's
But we are
all kinds
still
of different
learning.
ones. I'm sure the Fae haven't spoken to you about that they have their own magic.
Of course, but as was made evident, well, even here, multiple different types of magic are very much useful in each their own way.
Yes. Well, I'll say this, which is that usually magic of a specific place is most useful in that place unless it is processed. And it is the processing that allows it to
be transformed and used in
just
other realms. Yes.
That's it, just brought and de-anchored from its plane in a sense, which is why, like I said, the tethering for us in our world, if we were to be processed, we would not be alive anymore, or we would be changed in a way that fundamentally makes us different. The same for magic.
Of course.
All right, I gotta get that security regiment. So
of course, Quinn, if you don't mind.
Yes, and I said. Can I also have an example of 2 bloodstones? It was mentioned earlier. I wanna
See what
look
they
at
are.
them. Yes.
He reaches into his pocket and he takes out like just a very small, like red, very slightly luminescent stone, very smooth looking, almost looks like a drop of blood. And he like flicks it over to you and he says, "You owe me 1 bloodstone." And he zips out the door, just kind of waves. You see he makes his way off and he's kind of like walking a little like pep in his step as
He's happy he did his
we made a
deal.
deal.
Yeah.
And you
Good, the boss.
you catch the bloodstone.
I got it.
And it's just a small magical when you touch it, it's like a little bit warm, not just from his pocket, like there's a heat to it. And if you press on it, it's slightly malleable, but it retains its mass, and it won't separate from itself. And this is a bloodstone. It's just this little, like almost like a piece of blood, but dense, and a little bit of magic in it.
Just to like above board, just kind of like mention in case it was forgotten, we have already mined crystals for the communication lattice.
Oh.
You had already infected at least 20 crystals in the last
It's been
quarter.
a long time and I haven't checked my notes.
Yeah, no, we had spent like a portion of our resources last quarter to just like to
Okay.
mine those crystals. And
I
so we
was
had,
also just curious what kind of stones.
yeah, we had 13 crystals mined in the third quarter,
Okay.
and 20 mined in the fourth quarter.
Thank you so much for having the notes ready.
And you had infected 20 of them for the communications lattice, like with whatever, you had you done whatever
Oh,
process.
so
you
we
needed.
already have some. Okay, so we really just need to focus more on agriculture. That's what the goal was.
Yeah.
I forgot about it.
But yeah, no, just to mention, like
Mhm.
we do have crystals kind of already being set up for that lattice, that network.
That's good.
Yeah, I guess.
Great.
Does Georgie want to go to the lower market?
It's up to you guys. He's lost in this pamphlet right now. He's like, well, this is a lot to read. It's a lot to parse.
Ozzy, did you see anything that sparked your interest, or shall we make our way back to the gate?
I'm ready to make our way back. I think got some ideas for what we could do. I think there's some low-hanging fruit in terms of, especially if we could start trading with them, get a little bit of processed metal and things, get some tools going. I'd like to make some
Tools,
pens. We can get paper from them. That'll put us light years ahead.
Yeah. Fantastic. And May, anything?
Maybe for the Fae?
Bozo guy was gross.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so sorry.
Let's mention that a bit further outside of their office, maybe.
You guys making your way out. So do you guys make any stops, or you just go right back to the portal?
Is there
I think
food?
There's food. There's Demon Street food, Hellion Street food.
Thomas, what do you say we
I'm
check out?
quite hungry.
Wait,
The whole
Tommy
place smells
growls.
like
Do you know what they use to trade for the food?
I have a bloodstone.
Old
No,
demon
but
lady.
Hudson just said you owed him a bloodstone.
I know, I'm just serious.
Is it, she's like, 2 meat skewers for 1 bloodstone. 2 meat skewers for 1 bloodstone.
Oh, I'm so
Perfect.
tempted.
What will the rest of you eat?
Wait, it would be 1 skewer each, Thomas. You can't have both.
Oh, all right. I will need to eat when we get back.
I'm just gonna eat when we get back. I don't have anything to trade here.
Anyone want my skewers or what?
What kind of meat is this?
Meat.
Perfect. Just let me have
I give the bloodstone. I get the berry skewers.
Right, you get the skewers. They smell great.
I start to
yeah.
chew on some.
Tasty, delicious. It's like barbecue on a stick. It's like a little peppery.
How's the umami?
So
The
umami.
umami.
They definitely use MSG.
Oh, nice.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
People's like,
Hope you know what you're doing.
I'm sure we can get another bloodstone at some point.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
like you see her, like
saying.
she like goes back in her hut and like flips up the curtain. You see like there's like a big haunch of leg of something. Goes back. She's like cutting into cubes. And,
That's
Okay.
what we just did. No, I had worse.
there's like a hoof on it. You're like,
quite good.
Hmm.
just funny that the people who were most reticent about making a trade with and deals with the Hellions are so
I'll say
laissez-faire about these kinds of deals now.
the way I know the underworld worlds, I can't English. They're a lot more uncivilized than what this seems. I'm kind of surprised myself. So, and I was really hungry actually.
Couldn't wait the 20 minutes to get back to the gate.
Yeah, but then
and
to cook to find the food to cook it, and
it's
it
likely
was
already
right there.
And you guys get back to the portal, still open. You see the imp
Like
kind
finding
of.
a bloodstone.
I freaking took you guys so long. Been keeping this thing going the whole time. But Hudson's gonna show up too. He's got 2 big ass demons with him. Really like hairy, furry, like huge and muscled. Both of them with like sunglass visors on, with like horns going straight back. Just like these hulking brutes with like basically like leather looking vests. And there's like, I want to say 15 imps, and they're like pushing and like just handling this big wagon that they're going to put stuff in. And he's like, yeah, the brutes will come in, we'll transport it over. And you guys all leave the portal.
So I guess
and I'm
on,
sorry, you're going to say
so just like on the other side, we'll start like putting on all the parts.
Yeah.
And
So I'm going to wrap that up where it all gets done. It gets transported back. Hunson will bid you all adieu, and head back over to the demon realm, and the portal leaving that fissure in the ground as usual. And you're all left back in Earthrealm with all of your stuff, with a key card that creates a pocket dimension, the schematics for this boat, the new potential allies and trading partners. And as you go off back to your civilization, I think that there's a moment here where the camera pans out and you're in the Fey Forest, the magic's here, all of these things going, and there's a dark cloud far to the west, brewing and growing.
All right.
And it occurs to you, Quinn, that you didn't get a chance to go investigate that SOS signal in the Hellion realm, but that at least you'll have another chance to do so at a later date.
That's it. I was thinking I didn't want to do it right away. I wanted, as we had other meetings, annual meetings, that I could check it at any other time.
But that's all for this episode of Dimensionauts Progenitors Bloodlines. So we go through our closing speech, and then we'll hand out, or maybe I'll hand out the EXP first. We got so much done today. I'll give you guys 2 XP.
Oh, she.
Dose.
XP.
I think,
So much happening.
since
So
you
many
guys
good
haven't gotten
rolls.
to tier 2 yet, you guys should take it and get to tier 2.
Oh,
Well, I'm at tier 2, so that means Diana definitely needs at least 1, right? I think we need 1 more.
I'll be
to
at
level up.
12. Yeah,
Yeah, and then you'll have your 4 upgrades, right?
that's
Um,
When I come back, I'll come back 3 times stronger. Okay.
are you tier 2 with XP, Simon?
Yeah, so you should take the other one.
How much do you have?
I have 4 XP,
Oh god damn!
but I haven't used any EXP to re-roll stuff.
That's true. That's true.
But at the same point, like I have enough for another tier, so like go for it.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the other one.
All right. And with that, that's it for today's adventure on the Hexagon tabletop role-playing games. Thank you all for being here and making an amazing session. And if you enjoyed the game at home, don't forget to follow us so that you're ready for our next episode. You can tune in this coming Thursday for the next episode of Champs Challenge, I believe, which is DM'd by our very own Bernier. You can find more content over on YouTube. Just look us up at the TheHexagonTTRPG. As always, that's Simon as the Fiery One Fair, Peter's Tough Tomas, Dana as the Intergalactic Angel Queen T, and me, your GM, Brent, signing off. We're the Hexagon, and we are Hexagon. Good night, everybody.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Bye.
You trash, okay?
Hey.